guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to solve day 10 problem of this month on Leetcode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. So today I'm going to solve problem number 1598, crawler log folder. Okay, so this is easy level problem. So in this problem, the Leetcode file system keeps a log each time some user performs a change folder operation. Okay, so operations are described below. Okay, so this is if my string is equal to like this, okay, then it is going to move to the parent folder of the current folder. Okay, if you are already in the main folder, then we are going to remain in the same folder. Okay, if structure is like this, okay, then I am going to move back, and the condition is if you are already in main folder, then you have to remain in the same folder. Okay, so it should not be a main folder, it should not be a main folder. Okay, and second condition is if my string like this, then we have to remain in the same folder. Okay, if it is like this, then we have to remain in the same folder. Okay, and if my string is like this, okay, then we have to move to the child folder named X. Okay, the folder is granted to always exist. Okay, so you are given a list of strings logs, where logs of I is the operation performed by the user at ith step, and the file system starts in the main folder, then the operation in logs are performed. We have to return the minimum number of operations needed to go back to the main folder after the change folder permissions. Okay, so this is one string given to us. Okay, so here initially we are going to start from main folder, right? And then after that d1 forward slash, so here we are creating a new folder d1. Okay, then d2 slash forward slash, that simply means that we are creating a new folder named d2. Okay, now this dot forward slash simply means that we are moving back. Okay, and it should not be the main folder, so it is not the main folder, so we are moving back, so we are moving back to d1. Okay, then d21, so here we are creating a new folder d21. Then dot and forward slash, that simply means that we have to remain in the same folder, right? So we are remaining in the same folder. Okay, so now see here, from main we have started, then we move to d1, and then we move to d21. Okay, now we need to move back. Okay, so how many steps we need to take? So first from d21 I have to move back to d1, and from d1 I have to move back to main. Okay, so that is why my output is 2. Okay, okay, so here I am going to create one variable. Let's name it as depth. Okay, initially the value of depth is 0. Okay, so now after that I am going to iterate over all the strings one by one of this logs string array. Okay, so initially what I am going to check, initially first I am going to check this is d1 forward slash now, so definitely I am going to increment my this depth to 1. Okay, so I have incremented depth to 1. Here d2 forward slash, that simply means that I am creating a new folder, so I have incremented my depth to 2. Okay, then this simply means that I have to remain in the same directory. Okay, same directory. Then d3 forward slash, that simply means I have to move to the next child. Okay, this folder. Then dot forward slash simply means that I am returning back. Okay, so now I move back to the 2. Okay, this is done. Then d31 simply means that we need to move to the next folder. Okay, so here d31. Okay, so see my output is going to be 3 here. Okay, so I'm just going to update my depth. So simple, what I'm going to check here, if my string is like this, okay, if my string is like this, then in that case I am first going to check if my depth is greater than 0. Okay, that simply means that we are not in the main folder. Then I am going to decrement my depth. Okay, and in the else part I am going to check if my string is not like this. If my string is not like this, okay, if my string is not like this, then in that case I am incrementing depth. That simply means that if my string is like this, then I am decrementing the depth, right? And if my string is not like this, then for all other cases I have to just increment my depth, right? And in the end I am just going to return the depth. Okay, so now let's move to the coding part. So initially let's create one variable int depth is equal to 0. Then we have to iterate over all the strings one by one. Okay, so for string logs, right? And then after that I am going to check if log dot equals, and inside that just check if my string is like this. Okay, then simply means that we have to move back now, but there must be one condition, my depth should be greater than 0. That simply means that I am not in my main folder. Okay, then in that case just decrement my depth. That's it. Okay, and in the else part, just check for this thing. If my this string is not equals this one, okay, dot slash, that simply means that we have to remain in the same folder na? Then I don't have to do anything. Okay, so if the string is like this, then and check depth greater than 0, then decrement. And if my string is not like this, that simply means other cases. Okay, that simply means other cases. So in that case we have to just increment the depth plus plus. Okay, and in the end just return the depth. Okay, so since we are iterating over all the strings one by one, so the time complexity for this problem is going to be O of n. Now let's run the code and see. So all the test cases has been accepted. Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? And you can see the time complexity from here. It is O of n, right? So I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem. If you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. Meet you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.